What's up YouTube? It's Todd Horst here with Tasty Tracker, and today I'm going to do a small account update. Today I made one trade in LULU, and thankfully I have people looking at my alerts and they were able to see that I put in here that I had a $5 wide spread, 325, 330, and that the expiration was 11/20. And so somebody, just to verify my trade, I don't know if they were just looking at it or were interested in taking it as well. But anyway, they came in here to LULU, came out here, and they noticed that everything was $10 wide. And they said, hey, I don't think you entered that incorrectly. And thankfully, they had done that, because if I go to activity here, we can see my filled tab. I had made the trade for October 9th, so in 7 days, or 8 days. And that is not at all what I had intended to do. Of course, we all know how that happened. Came up here and it defaulted to next week's expiration, and I forgot to change that. So had it not been for that person, I could have lost a lot of money. As it was, I opened it for 167 and I closed it for 152, so I made a quick buck here. $12.42. I closed it out right away. Even if that was losing, though, I would have closed out, because you don't want to keep in a position that was entered by mistake, because at that point you're more holding on to hope that it isn't going to mess up, and you shouldn't have positions on hope. You should be in the position that you intended to be in. So I actually went out to the correct expiration, 11/20. I set it up like I had originally wanted it, which I went to around the 40% and sold that leg, and then went out to the next one. This is 10 wide, which is what I had started to do on the small account challenge when the market was pretty hot, and then I had gone back to 5 wide once the market cooled off a bit. So this is a larger position than I have been doing recently, but not necessarily too large for the account, from my opinion, especially since it's a small account challenge. I'm trying to push it a little bit more. That said, it's still a pretty conservative play. But anyway, yeah, so those are the transactions I had today. I got a day trade, and you get 3 of those per 5-day period, so per rolling 5-day, and I never make day trades, so this certainly is not going to be a problem for me. But anyway, yeah, so let's go over to the portfolio. Everything is for next month. In my IRA account today, I did open my first December position over there, but here everything is still in November. Let's go to the portfolio over here. We can still see I'm sitting half in cash about, and right now I'm trading around 5,500. That's jumped up and down a bit today, as high as 56 or so, but generally around 5,500. So chart is looking very nice for this expiration. We do still have quite some time, 50 days before expiration, so there's plenty of time for things to get better or worse. I'm still playing conservative because of the election coming up, but I am getting more in tune with where the market is. I'm liking more setups that are out there, so I'm going to resume entering in slowly positions once a week or so. I think I skipped last week or the week before, or maybe 2 weeks, because I wasn't really feeling the market and where it was heading. But I had rolled a bunch of stuff, I guess. So yeah, but I wasn't opening anything new. Yeah, that's really it. SPY has been trading in a range, as far as 338, down as low as 335. If we want to go here and look at LULU, what I'm looking at, so of course I tried to enter that in pretty early in the morning, and the 20-day is below the 50. That's usually a bad sign here at the crossing, but we saw a lot of tickers sort of come down to the 100 and bounce off of that, and now a lot of those tickers are regaining the 20 and the 50 day. So we've already come up over the 20, and I believe in the next day or two we will be above the 50, and that's the yellow line here. And that will act as good support going forward. The MACD and RSI obviously are looking up, and that's good. We've got some nice green volume, nothing crazy here. Like I said, it was around 40%. And let's go see what legs they were. The 320 is the sold leg. So that gets me down to around where the 20-day and the 100-day are. The theory there being that if we do have a downturn, that will again act as resistance, at least to a degree. I mean, here we can see we spent 1, 2, 3, 4 days under, but this entire time since basically the beginning of the recovery, we've been above the 100-day, and we only spent 4 days below it here, and then we're above it again. So I think that gives me some good support here that even if it does dip down, the chances are that at expiration it'll be above the 100-day are pretty good. In my opinion. So that's what I was seeing on LULU. Again, I opened up a couple more on the IRA, which there are plenty of setups that look similar to this. There are already several that have gone above the 20-day and 50-day, and so those, not that they're bad to enter in, you can still enter those in if they're looking nice, but I wanted to get a couple setups that were sort of following those leaders, and that we can expect in the next couple of days to have a similar move as the ones they're following. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.